Spain are Euro 2024 champions. Argentina have the CONMEBOL trophy in their hands. With this, the international major football is now finally finished and it's time to move back to club football. With that, our main priority, the Premier League. On the 14th of June, the summer transfer window opened, which has been the main point of discussion for Premier League fans over the last 1.5 months. It was quiet until the international tournaments ended around a fortnight ago, and now the interest is coming in, with major players being attracted to the 20 Premier League clubs. Here are some of the top 10, in my opinion, Premier League signings so far. We're going to discuss each of them and let's see, can they help the new side in a bid to finish better than last season, or will it not work out? Let's find out and begin. The first player on my list is Riccardo Calafiori, the versatile defender from Bologna. He had a stellar season in the summer as well as the whole 9 months of club football, helping Bologna finish in the top 4 and Champions League football for the first time in over 60 years. To top that off, he was representing his country, Italia, at the Euros and getting a 98th minute assist to keep them at the tournament. A memorable tournament for him, though not for the Italians, as an exit in the round of 16 followed. But he caught the eye of many clubs such as Juventus, but mainly it was Arsenal who were pulling up the interest. Over the last few weeks, the deal was yet to be finalized, but now it is official. Riccardo Calafiori is a Gooner. The 22-year-old will be wearing the number 33 and has signed for Arsenal for £42 million to try and help them win the Premier League after 2 seasons back-to-back of finishing runners up. He will have the competition, of course, fighting with the likes of Ben White, Jakub Kiwior, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jurrien Timber, William Saliba and Olzechia Zinchenko. But I believe he has the quality to make that, whatever one he decides to play, centre-back or left-back, his very own. Next up, we have got Aston Villa, and with that, Dutch left wing back Ian Maatsen. Part of the squad but didn't get a single minute for the Netherlands. He still had a memorable season, breaking out onto the scene almost 2 seasons ago in the Championship with FC Burnley under Vincent Kompany, thriving and getting promoted to the Premier League with triple-digit points. Then he went to Chelsea, was recalled on loan from Burnley back to Chelsea. 6 months there weren't really best. He didn't get enough chances to prove himself. Then made the switch in January on loan for 6 months to BVB Dortmund. There he has thrived, helping the Dortmund reach the UEFA Champions League final for only the 2nd time in the 21st century, and even scoring in their quarter-final comeback against Atletico Madrid. Now he is a villain. He will need to help the side from Birmingham. It cost them £37 million to get his signature on their contract, and hopefully it will pay off. The sky's the limit for this man. He will probably be replacing Alex Moreno as the starting choice. He's one for the future. He's one for the present as well. The 22-year-old is one of the best Premier League signings so far. Next up, we move on to Dean Huijsen, who, as I talk, is not yet finalized but is nearing the final stages as announced by Fabrizio Romano. He is a young centre-back from Juventus who spent last season on loan at Serie A side Roma. Now he is at Bournemouth. I was kind of disappointed when Liverpool weren't able to sign him because by the looks of it, I haven't seen much of him, but he seems like a really the next big Dutch defender. 15 million euros seems cheap for this kind of player from Juventus to Bournemouth, only 19 years old. He could be one of the top defenders and a very good replacement for captain Lloyd Kelly. Then it is Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Leicester City's main man in the championship. Now in Chelsea blue, Enzo Maresca brought his former player to his new club, and only for £30 million, the 22-year-old will enjoy his life after being named in the championship team of the season. He will be hoping to help the struggling Blues in a bid to try and finish in the Champions League spots. Now we've got a player who's had a mixed kind of career. I'm talking about none other than the African player Iliman Ndaya, who broke out in his career in Sheffield with Sheffield United in the Championship, helping the Blades secure second place spot and promotion back to the Premier League after a few years. Then he made a surprising switch, opting to go abroad instead of playing in the Premier League, and signed for Olympique Marseille. And that was where the downfall trajectory of his career began. And he didn't really have a good time in that one season in Marseille. Now Everton have snatched up this former wonder kid. He is still 24 years old. He has a chance to revive his career, and Everton this season hopefully should not be anywhere near a relegation battle and instead looking for mid-table spots. Iliman Ndaya will exactly help them do that. Now we've got one player who was technically already owned by Manchester City, but now he will be in sky blue. I'm talking about none other than Brazilian winger Savio. He had a stellar breakout season on loan at Girona, getting double-digit goal and assist, and helping Girona breaking in to La Liga's top 3 and playing UEFA Champions League football next season. He was on loan from Troyes at Girona, both of these clubs being part of the City football group. So Man City were allowed to snatch him up. Not too expensive for them to their standards. He's going to be wearing the number 26, and the 20-year-old will hopefully be enjoying with a few trophies in his time in Manchester. On the other side of Manchester, we've got player number 7, Joshua Zirkzee. The Dutch playmaker could also play as a false 9, in and out striker, attacking midfielder. He's a pretty versatile player, only 23 years old, was Serie A's young player of the season, Bologna's key man up top, helping them secure Champions League football, was in the Netherlands Euro squad and did get a few minutes off the bench. He does look promising. For 34 million, I think United have got a pretty good player on their hands. Hopefully he will be helping them and maybe even giving a bit of healthy competition to the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Rasmus Højlund, etc. Staying on Manchester United topic, we move on to another one of their major signings, Leny Yoro. 18 years old, but this man is already storming the world of football. Last season on loan at Lille, described as a special thing by multiple journalists. He cost United £52 million, and for great reason as well. This man sadly injured in their pre-season friendly loss to Arsenal on crutches, set to be back in 3 months. So around November, we will get to see him in the Premier League, and it looks like he is one bright thing for the future and for France. Now moving on to one of the earliest signings of the transfer window. I'm talking about none other than former Bournemouth captain and new Geordie, Lloyd Kelly. He was a free agent as his contract expired with Bournemouth. Many clubs were interested in him, including Liverpool, Chelsea, and abroad sides such as AS Roma, but Newcastle snapped him up as a free agent. The 25-year-old still has quite a bit of his career left, and since his versatility, he'll be wearing number 25 for Newcastle United, and hopefully will be an integral member of the Geordie's future plans. Now for the final player, it's none other than the man from Yorkshire last year, now in London, Archie Gray. the breakout star probably of the championship last season. He can play right back, he can play defensive midfielder, he can play attacking midfielder, he can do almost all of it. You could say an English version of Eduardo Camavinga. 18 years old only, and Spurs have snatched this young talent up. He wanted to come to the Premier League with Leeds, but they lost in the Championship playoff final to Southampton. So he has now went to London in the form of Spurs. He'll be wearing number 14 next season, and and has an idea for what he needs him for. That's it for this video, guys. We're excited for the Premier League now. It is a countdown, only 3 more weeks to wait. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and do hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.